a little bit, but I'm taking this like it's hurt feelings and catch this every time you do something.
We ain't gonna go in that like this.
All right, you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to mute the microphones and then start the intro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rock Turk Sports Show. My name is Rocco Foggio, and I'm one of the hosts of the show, and I've been officially dubbed the #1 enemy of the fanboy. And also, as always, joining me is my co-host, Justin Turk. Unfortunately, Dom, the Ref Regio, will not be with us tonight. He is again out on Comic-Con. He decided he's pretty bad at being a superhero, so he said he's going to turn to be a super villain and chase girls all weekend, so I wish him good luck in that endeavor. But in his stead, we have a special guest debater, and we'll introduce him in a minute. But just for our new listeners, just want to let you know that for any of you new listeners, we are a couple former athletes turned coaches that will be bringing the national and local sports stories of the week and be debating on them with our unique sports perspective and experiences. But before we get started, just want to let you know today's show is brought to you and sponsored by Blaze Contracting. Go on, do Turk out. I might have to just what's up and sit down and introduce you.
And just make sure you speak directly into the mic. If you're a little bit away from it, it's not really going to pick it up as well. So, you too, Turk.
Yeah, this dude, he gets amped up sometimes. Hey, your man said he called in to ask about the argument. There's an argument going on about grade. So he needs to call and ask you your foul.
I gotta do this over. Ten seconds. Three.
What's going on, Turk?
What's up? What's up? I think this is show number 9 for us.
That is correct.
Number 9.
And it's not
Lucky
raining.
number. It rained earlier. It poured downtown. So I think that's 8 out of 9 is poured. Really excited about today's show. A lot of big topics, special guests. Need not say anymore, but really excited. So,
Before we get started, I want to introduce our special guest for you guys that don't know. It is Jimmy King of the University of Michigan Fab Five. Everyone knows the electric, high-flying. Everyone wanted to do his dunks that everyone saw, especially that one in the UNC National Championship. I tried to do that many a time. So we're excited to have you on the show. Thank you for blessing us at the Rock Turk, and welcome.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me in the studio. Good to see you guys.
oh, yeah, appreciate it.
So most times before we jump into straight things, we talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. And so I had, when I was coming in, I heard this, so I got to get out. A lot of times when you watch a sports show, you stay off of religious topics or political stuff, but sometimes with sports, they intersect. So Mr. Rodman went over to North Korea, and he's got his boy Kim Jong-un. So, but he's just going over there just to teach basketball. So all of a sudden he gets there first day, they release the hostage. He's been in a coma for a year, gets that. Then all of a sudden he gets a meeting, and he gives, I guess it's going to get to Kim Jong, Trump's Art of Making a Deal book. So not only does Dennis Rodman win, two titles with the Pistons, 3 with the Bulls, but now he might have averted a possible nuclear war.
I gotta know what Robin is saying. Like, he's gotta be like the dictator whisperer or something like that.
Something.
Like the dude that they released, I don't know if you read about it. Like, he's in a coma.
Yeah.
And they told him, they said it was botulism, which it's not. I mean, basically,
Right, beat the
they
brakes
beat the
off
brakes
his
off
ass
of
pretty
him. His brain swelled, and they brought him off the plane. He had a tube in his mouth. No medical equipment, just a tube. So, I mean, you think about, first off, I don't know why anybody would go over there. I don't know what Dennis Rodman's thinking. But the fact that he's got, like, diplomatic immunity in North Korea means that we might need to start listening to Dennis Rodman a little bit. Like, maybe we crazy.
And here's the crazy thing too. So one of the owners here that also down in Reggio, he goes to Comic-Con, and he's got his own comic book series and some things that he's promoting and doing. And so 2 Comic-Cons ago, he met up with Dennis Rodman, and I'll say that because I don't know what I can and can't say, but he's a character, and obviously you probably know. And just to think that type of dude has not our state officials, not our Secretary of State,
Not our
nobody.
mayor,
He
not
could
governor.
just walk in there, what's happening? Let's and eat dinner, my man, and yeah.
But Dennis Rodman has always been a great self-promoter.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I think he's considered, well, one of the reasons why he's considered a great basketball player. Not only was he a great rebounder, a great defender, but he was able to brand himself in a way where he was able to stay in front of the public eye. And this is kind of, the same
I
thing.
think Dennis Rodman was like really the first guy, when you think about the history of the NBA, like, you couldn't pay me to film that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the cameraman. No. So do that again, Kim. Can you do that one more time? End up dead. So.
Again, so once again, the number here at Echo Studios is 248-721-8570. First thing we're going to start with, we want to talk to Jimmy, see what a lot of people, you are I like to say, in our lifetime, you meet some, there's the Muhammad Ali's, there's certain Michael Jordan, there's certain things in history that, are once in a lifetime, and being, I would think I was in 7th grade when
Alvin.
Yeah, Texas.
So, Notre Dame.
he's a Hoosier, you're undercover Hoosier.
So just imagine, a Hoosier. And so just imagine signing with the University of Michigan, growing up as a Notre Dame kid. Everybody expected me to.
You could have came to Purdue and played with
to go
Clinton.
there. Absolutely, I could have went to Purdue, could have went to IU. Butler. but moved to Texas at a young age. Grew up in Dallas. Came out of Plano East High School. Was an All-American, McDonald's All-American. There, signed with the University of Michigan. Spent 4 years there. Went to a couple of Final Fours, an Elite Eight, and then was drafted by the Toronto Raptors with the 35th pick in the '95 draft. And during that time, or prior to going into the NBA, most people know my legacy or know me from the Fab Five, who were 5 freshmen who started in the NCAA tournament. We took the University of Michigan to a Final Four, losing to Duke our first year, our freshman year. Then we came back our second year against North Carolina, and the infamous timeout that cost us that didn't necessarily cost us a championship, but
It hurt. It hurt. I gotta tell you real quick, the timeout, 2 points in like Michigan, like Detroit sports history and basketball, where you can be like, oh, we almost was there, with the timeout, North Carolina, and the Sheed flop when he doubled. Who did he double in the corner when he left Horry for the 3 against the Spurs? Those are 2 games I can think of, like championship games, where like you can think one moment in them, like, what was you doing?
Well, my one moment before in that same game was when I was a kid, when he traveled. I was like, oh, I was screaming, and my pop was like, what's up? I was like, never mind. So, all right, well, after so you were with the Raptors, and from there, where'd you go after that?
With the Raptors for a while, then I went to the CBA, back into the league with Denver, back to the CBA, and then back into the league. So I was a was to don't go anywhere off the beaten path, like, stay in the city, don't go deep into the neighborhoods. But see, what we're fed here, media-wise, isn't what's happening over there.
You talking about right now or then?
Even then.
Okay.
Because, you know, going over there, you hear like, okay, you know, the president, you know, is a dictator. But they love him for what he does. The people in Venezuela love him, and I think that's why the American administration had a problem with him, because he resisted a lot of things, and he was outspoken about a lot of the political issues that were going on at that time.
But it's hey, you know what though? For any of us that have been in Florida, I can only imagine what Venezuela was like. He told me he just came from the Dominican.
I'll tell y'all something off the air.
No, I believe the listeners want to know.
Hey, well, you got to tune in another time.
Tune in. That's a late show. That's a bit. Yeah.
All right. So when you get back from, so when, as we say, when were you able to leave when you were ready, or did you have to just? Did the game let you go first?
Four at the time, and she called me. She was like, "Daddy, you know, where are you?" And I was like, "Baby, I told you where I'm at. I'm in Venezuela. You know, I look on the map, point on the map. I showed you, you know, where you put your finger on the map, and that's where Daddy is." And she said, "Well, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm working. I'm providing for the family, you know, and making money." And she was like, "Well, why can't you do that here?" And that was the first time in my life, because I never thought in my life that I didn't or wouldn't want to play basketball. That was the first time in my life it left me. It went out of me. And I felt like I was like, this isn't worth it, to be away from home and all of that. So I quit, and I stopped playing 2 weeks later, and I was home.
Wow. How old were you then? You about 28?
I was, let's see, I was 31.
31?
31.
Wow. So this is like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
31.
Okay.
That's what's up. You know, I like to hear that. You know, guys, you know, you had to. It's the thing that most people don't understand because they work regular jobs, but it's when that some guys hold on too long, whether it's trying to get a check or doing whatever. But when that passion is gone, I wouldn't be able to do it. Your body tells you that if you can't be 100%, and once you lose that, like you said, okay, you're never the same player. You won't play the same. You don't want your legacy to be something like you went out like a sucker. You went this. So I like to hear things like that when you make, especially of a decision where you know it's for your